Hello everyone, my name is Bangboomme and welcome back to another episode of BlockSMP Season 3. Today, we're starting things off here at the Creeper Farm, where last episode we tried to turn it into a trident farm. And we're starting off here because in between episodes I have been doing, well, AFK me has been doing a crazy amount of AFK over here. We've got many gunpowders, many on both sides, so we can go over and restock the shop. And during all that time, obviously, I was hoping to get some tridents, and I got none. I got tons of bones and tons of ink, but I did not get a single trident, which could mean two things. It could mean that I'm just not getting any drowns, or it could mean that drowns no longer drop tridents to pick up nautilus shells. So one of those things I can test out, go in Crave World and figure out whether they will drop tridents for nautilus shells. And if they do, then we're just gonna have to take down all the tinted glass, go out somewhere else, and build a drown farm somewhere else, and hope that that fixes the problem. Because I'm gonna assume it has to do with the fact that I'm taking up mob cap with creepers up there, and drowns just can't spawn. Let's hope that's the problem. If not, then I'm gonna have to figure out a completely different way to get a drown farm, which might be a bit of a pain. Okay, we've got a drown with the trident here, naturally spawned in on this creative world. Let's see. We throw one of these. Do you prefer trident or do you prefer nautilus shell? Sir? Do you wish? Oh? Prefer your trident? You're supposed to pick up the nautilus shell, man. You make me look dumb here. Appears he doesn't want to pick up the nautilus shells. That is very much disconcerting. Because I'd rather that they picked up nautilus shells so I could just continue with the farm design I have. Oh, but you prefer the nautilus shell. What the heck? So some of them just don't, unless maybe he didn't have, unless maybe he couldn't pick up items, but he spawned in with trident, but he wasn't naturally able to pick up items. That could explain that. Okay, so they do still sometimes drop the trident to pick up the nautilus shell, so it still does work. So I guess now I need to go and get the all the tinted glass ripped out and rebuild the farm somewhere else. Well, I got on here fully planning to just do what I said I was going to do, and then I thought about it, and I realized if the creeper farm is the thing causing us not to spawn tridents, why don't we just move our AFK spot to where we're not loading the creeper farm? I feel like that just seems a lot easier than, you know, building a completely new farm somewhere else. So that's what I've done. Just changed out the just move the spawn spot down, the AFK spot. Just move the AFK spot down, lower down there. So if we want tridents, we can AFK down there. I mean, hopefully, if I can get this actually working to where the creeper farm isn't affecting it, but I don't know. I'm gonna try and work with this for now, see if I can get drowns to spawn while I'm AFK there. And so what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm gonna go down here, remove the icebergs that are within spawn radius down here, and then I'm gonna come up here and I'm going to replace all the glass around here, which is gonna be a pain because I'm gonna have to rip out all the glass, and then I'm gonna replace it with some kind of solid block so there is no light coming into here. And then I'll hang out down there for a little bit, see if I can see any drowns spawning. And if that doesn't work, then I don't know what I'm gonna do. The only other thing at that point that I could think of, because there's no reason why they shouldn't be spawning in there, only thing I can think of is maybe the ice and icebergs down here are affecting something with that, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever, but if I still don't get tridents working, or drowns spawning after I make that thing pitch black inside, I'll come down here, rip this out, and see if that does anything at all. I don't think so, but we'll see. Well, I have fly, thank you. I have blocked all this off with stone instead of glass, so now it is pitch black in there, and there should be drowns spawning, but I still haven't gotten any rotten flesh in here. So the only thing I can assume is that there are no drowns spawning, because there should be some rotten flesh. I've been AFK here for quite a while, so I'm going to go down there, rip out 2 chunks directly underneath this, and hope that that fixes it. And if not, then I'm gonna give up on this and go over and work on the raid farm, like I was going to do at the end of the last episode. I have cleared out the area down below. It's all boarded in, that one isn't, but it should still spawn things if clearing out the area below is what needed to happen. I'm gonna wait here for like 20 minutes or so. I'll be back, and if there's no rotten flesh up there, then we'll just give up on this, go work on something else. And the timer has gone off, so we quickly hop up here and come on. Why won't there spawn no drowns? This makes me very angry. I got snowballs though. Why did I get snowballs? But before I go over and start working on the raid farm, I should probably get this place restocked. I think, yeah, this was completely empty, that was completely empty. This is not completely empty, but it can do to get restocked. I'm gonna do all of this real quick, and I will be right back. And while I'm over here collecting golden carrots to restock the shop, I'm also going to use the XP that I'm getting to put unbreaking on my tools, because I don't know if you noticed, I got unbreaking on my pickaxe, and that's the only thing that I've got unbreaking on right now, because a little while ago, put out a short, talked about unbreaking is finally fixed for realms, and I'm going to start using it like on everything. So while I'm over here getting XP, I'm going to also be taking the time to put unbreaking on all my tools so I can use unbreaking, which is already feeling amazing. Alright, with the shops fully restocked, and unbreaking put it on my tools, it's time to head over to the raid farm and look at some of the changes that I want to make to it. I was trying to finish that before the stupid building terrain screen. Yo! What the heck is going on here? This place is looking fancy. Giant chains and everything. Wow. Very fancy. And a giant hole. That looks about right for BlockSMP. Giant holes in the nether hub. Why am I not surprised that there's giant holes in the nether hub? It's not like that's what, you know. It's not like there's things like this here. Yeah. Might have to pull out my janitor suit. Might have to make a janitor suit. Ooh. Anyway, janitorizing aside, there are a couple of changes that I want to make over here, and it's mostly to do with the whole fact that tridents disappear at this point. So these changes might slow down the farm slightly, or they might just generally make it more inefficient, or I might just screw things up and completely break the farm, because that's always a possibility with me doing things. So anyway, one of the things that I want to do is I want to drop all of these 4 spawning chambers into 1 trident killer. So we only have 1 trident that is being used here, so if things go wrong, we're not losing 4 tridents at a time, because that's just kind of a pain. Well, it is not clean or pretty or anything like that by any means, but it should be functional. Yeah, this one should be, because yeah, so basically all the 4 spawn spots still stand, and everything just gets funneled into this one trident killer, which probably will massively slow this part down. But this part isn't really the slow part, it's the part waiting up there. So this shouldn't be too much of a problem. We'll just funnel everything in here, and that means that once I actually get a trident, because I don't have one, we'll only need 1 trident in this thing. So like I said before, if we lose all of them, we'll only be losing 1 instead of 4. But I want to do the same thing for these, the actual raid farm killers, and what basically I want to bring them, instead of dropping the mobs all the way down below, they're going to fall down to like here, and then they're going to get funneled over into one trident killer right about here, and then all the drops will just get kind of shot over here, which should... will that really speed anything up? I don't know if that'll speed anything up. That probably won't speed anything up, because... how would that speed anything up? But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to work on making these a little bit, actually, no. I remembered why I wanted to do this. I've wanted to do this for quite a while, and I forgot why. For some reason, to me, it's been feeling like when I'm dropping, it could just be the fact that the realm might be uneasy instead of hard or something like that. But it seems to me that I've been getting less emeralds about the time that I started dropping the raiders way far down in the world. So I'm thinking if I bring them back up closer, maybe that'll do something with looting. I don't know. I'm just completely guessing right here. But if I can get it to work without linking the villages up here and down there, I'm just gonna get it set up so they fall right down, right to about ground level, and then can fall into a single trident killer right there. And that'll, again, reduce the amount of tridents that I need, and it'll make it a lot easier to pull the trident out and put the trident back in, as compared to right now, where I'd have to jump all the way down and pull it out before I leave the area. So, without any further ado, I'm going to get to work. Okay, so I have got it all in, and again, it's not clean, it's not pretty, it looks quite awful, but there's a reason that we're building this farm not right in our base, because it would just look horrendously ugly. We're building it over here because we can build however, we don't have to worry about making it look nice if we're building way out here, so I'm completely fine with it. It's gonna stay like this. Well, if it works, that is. So I got one of the villagers brought up here from down below, so this should be a second village down here, or a third village. So we got the one village over there, the one village over there, and then this should be a third village down here. So when the mobs fall in, they will fall into this, air quotes, new village, and then instantly, air quotes, die from the raid. They'll get brought over here, they'll all fall into the same trident killer, and then we'll collect all their stuff right over there. The only problem right now, like I was saying, the only problem right now is we don't have the 2 tridents that we need to actually make this farm work. So I'm going to need to go off and find 2 tridents. We're going to have one in here. This one's going to be kind of a pain. We're going to have to go in and out every time, which makes this, it's a lot easier now that I can just like fly up here and, get it out, put it in. And then over here, this one is nice and easy. Did the same thing that I did over at the creeper farm. We got a door. We got this. So, I really want to chop you right now, Mr. Dude. But, actually, yes, I am. Even though it's going to start a raid down here. Okay. Now, my question is, if I go up top, will there still be a raid up there? I want to make sure that the villagers are not linked. Oh. That doesn't seem to be a good sign. Okay, I got 2 tridents. So, we are going to try this thing out. Where do I hear that pillager from? I wish to know where that pillager noise is coming from. Who's making all that noise? And why is he making all that noise? And who gave him permission to make that noise? Because I didn't. Okay, weird. There's a whole lot of fishy noises going on. Anyway, we are going to turn you on. We're going to turn... Excuse me. Can't tell if this is turned on now. I think it is, because my ears are getting destroyed. Okay, we're going to assume that is on. We're going to go up here. Move you over. And chill out. I get bad omen, yep. Okay, and then I sit over here. And then when we get another thing of bad omen, I should go scooting over to the other side. Just... that lava really... I don't think a single one of them made it down there. Wow. I had to add the lava because apparently Ravager hitbox got broken. So that's annoying. Well, I got a couple of more things that I want to do to see if I can improve this place a little bit. First thing is the lava. It needs to go. It's just killing all the mobs, and we're not getting any of the looting effect on them, and that's probably worse for the raids than a slow death of the Ravagers. Basically, I'm just gonna kill the Ravagers by they're gonna change out all this spruce for magma, so they're just gonna sit here and slowly die on the magma blocks. That's going to be horribly slow, but at least we'll be getting a decent quantity of emeralds from everything else. Alright, it is done on both of them. They have both been converted to have magma blocks that should hopefully kill the Ravagers. It may take a very long time. We seem to have a problem. Okay, so we need to do something about the Ravagers. And we have made the fix. They are both 3x3 holes, dropping very quickly down onto a little bit of magma, so the Ravagers should fall down here and die, and then the rest of the mobs should fall down here. They should, first of all, most of them should just miss. If they fall down over here, they'll be like, I am on magma, oh, look, here's Coral Fan, I think this is real block, whee! And then they'll fall down here and get chopped up and try to kill her. So, that hopefully should be our final change. Here we go. Got the Ravager. Will you please fall down, Ravager? Kindly fall down the hole. Can you fit down that hole? Surely you're not too big to fall down that hole. Yes, they will fit down that hole. It took them forever though, which I don't like. Did I just see a... Why are they not... I'm fed up with these raid farms. See that? Pops up every once in a while. There's a Ravager sitting there. He'll get shoved up, burn into the lava, and it might take a while. Eventually it'll die. Basically, yeah, this is my last attempt. If this don't work, then we're giving up on this, which means we're gonna have 2 farms that failed this episode, which is not the greatest thing, but you know, I've done a lot of redstone work and farming mechanic work and stuff today, and my head hurts because of all this work I've done. So now I guess I just have to wait around down here until I hear a Ravager spawn in. So if the Ravager would just die. Like that. Good Ravager. There you go. Good Ravager. Okay, yeah, so we can add a bit of a wall around it. Or they'll swim into it. feels wonderful. It's high up enough that the rest of the mobs won't get stuck in it. With the Ravagers, we can push up by the extra block and burn. And if they're taking a long time, I can add a little bit of a wall around it so they can't swim out once they get stuck in the lava. The raid farm works again. And after way too much fixing and nonsense, stupidity like this, finally got the double raid farm working. Very good. And now we've got this, so we can easily get the tridents in and out. So we don't have to worry about the whole stupid tridents despawning whatever nonsense thing that's happening. So, oh my goodness, this has been an episode of massive failings of a lot of times, but train wreck is finally over now. So I'm just gonna end it here. I'm just gonna say thank you all very much for watching this video. It does mean a lot to me, so leave a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you want to see more videos from me in the future, and I will see all of you all in the next episode. Goodbye!